In 2001, China gained entry into the World Trade Organization. At the time, it was widely heralded as a win-win result. China agreed to follow the rules of global trade in exchange for access to global markets, including the United States. But China didn't follow the rules, and in the years to follow, the US failed to hold Beijing accountable. American workers were the ones who paid the price. China's unfair trade practices led to a surge in subsidized imports. But the US didn't export a comparable amount of goods to China because China's government failed to truly open its markets. The trade deficit with China instead quintupled to $420 billion and resulted in the loss of 3.7 million American jobs since 2001. California lost 650,000 jobs during this time span. Texas, 330,000. Ohio, 130,000. Nearly 3/4 of the lost jobs were in manufacturing, including 1.3 million jobs in the computer and electronics parts industries. Wages also took a hit. Many of the communities impacted by this China shock continue to struggle. President Trump has long promised to get tough with China. In January, he signed a Phase 1 trade agreement in an effort to rein in China's distortive practices. But the agreement falls short. It fails to address the massive financial support provided by Beijing to Chinese companies, giving China an unfair advantage against American workers and companies that play by the rules. It neglects to rein in China's state-owned enterprises, meaning American workers and companies are essentially competing against the Chinese regime. On top of that, the agreement leaves issues of poor working conditions and massive industrial pollution in China completely unresolved. The Trump administration deserves credit for getting tougher on China and for taking strong measures like tariffs to prompt negotiations. But the Phase 1 agreement won't get the job done. President Trump and the Democratic candidates need to push for a better deal.